So here's a little bit of a rundown on how my last ever Hinge date went. So mind you, this man is in his 30s and he said he owns some type of like finance company, but like insanely attractive. So he sends me an Uber to this really nice rooftop restaurant in the city, and it had me go through this little alleyway to get into the restaurant. And I deadass probably looked over my shoulder like 3 times because I thought it was gonna be a scene out of the Scream movie where they pull one of the like, you know what I mean? This is where it gets weird. So I walk in, my date's already there. So I asked the front receptionist like, oh, like, have you seen this man? And she's like, yeah. And I immediately see him and I walk over there and I see his legs propped up on my seat. But this dude is literally wearing Nike Monarchs like dad shoes with khakis. And I was confused because this guy literally looks like Ryan Reynolds lookalike. And he tells me he needs to go to the restroom and I'm thinking, okay, I get like a second to breathe. And I'm like texting my friend and then he comes back with like white shit on his nose. I immediately pointed out because I'm a blunt person and he was like, oh, it's just dry skin, and then like wipes it off. There was an immediate demeanor change because he had been sitting there nonchalant the entire time, and then as soon as he came back, he's like all full of energy. Talking about like, my family's in town, like you should meet them tomorrow, you should go ice skating with us. I'm sitting there fully in shock and he's just not getting the hint. And then he started talking about like, oh, like I have all these Christmas gifts to wrap, like can you help me, like let's go back to my place. And I'm thinking in my brain like, I do not want to help this man do this right now, let alone like go back to his place because I don't know you. And then thank God our waiter comes over to like ask if we want the bill, and then asks if I want a box and was like, hey sir, do you want a box? And I thought he was talking to my date, but he was talking to me. And shit was so awkward the entire time. I was like, I kind of want to go home. Like I don't think I can help you wrap your presents tonight. So safe to say bye bye Hinge. My 2 options are Raya, which I shouldn't be paying for a dating app because that's kind of pathetic, and 2, Hunch, which literally might be the move because it's not showing me ugly people just because it wants me to be perpetually lonely. Literally some cute guys and they're not all in their 30s, they're my age. I don't know, I just pray that these men aren't snowmaned out like the other guy.